I say it ain't so. I need more highlights. We have a Super Bowl winning defensive lineman, the Packers, the Colts, the Chargers, Ravens, Patriots. Who am I forgetting? Oh, the Bengals. Patriots, all 2010s team. Lawrence Guy, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I mean, I would love to, and we need to catch up here. I want to know right off the top, what is tougher to navigate, Lawrence? Splitting double team on third down or school drop-offs with 4 children?
School drop off. It's unreal. When people talk about it, I give credit to everybody that's car line. It's difficult. You gotta get the water bottles, you have to get the backpack, the water bottle that fell. We ran into an issue. The water bottle fell in the car, and I had to stop the line and be like, hey, I have to get out to get the water bottle. And they all looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, hey, what do you want me to do? Sitting here with no water bottle? I get it. We got to keep moving like a train. But I'm like, nah, sometimes the train got to stop.
No, we need to get you back on the field, hopefully soon. Who signs to a team sooner, you or Aaron Rodgers?
We'll see, right? The way he's going at it.
Well, how are you feeling? We want to get you back on a squad. What's important to you? How are you feeling? What are you looking at? It's June. Let's go.
I feel great. Healthy, strong. It looks like for me, it's the best situation. When we get to my years of playing, this will be going into 15. It has to be the right situation, the right atmosphere, a winning culture, and a winning culture. I'm not talking about winning games. Games are fun to win, but at the end of the day, it's about the culture. Do you have what it takes to win and compete every day? You might not win every game, but if you're willing to compete for each other, then that's the winning culture in my mind.
Well said. I was just talking to Charlie Batch about the Steelers. I just brought up Aaron Rodgers. That's sort of held up. But I did hear that you recently said that you'd be interested in joining them because, even, you're saying all the things at your level, at your tenure in this league. Like, what's important? You want to be on a team that's dominant, that's right there, right? The quarterback situation in Pittsburgh is shaky. Are the Steelers a playoff team no matter who's taking snaps?
Well, when we look at the history of the Steelers, throughout time, they've always been a competitive team. It's been one position here, one play there. And if you're looking at the North, it's a very tough division. All itself, you got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns. This is always a competitive factor where you don't know who's going to win what. But when it comes down to it, you're right. They need a quarterback. But when it comes to a quarterback, it's just not him. It's everybody on the field. They're developing the offensive line. They're developing the defensive line. They're developing the safeties. They're doing everything the right way to make sure they can compete whoever steps in line. But when it comes down to it, is when you look at a team, the relationship is built during this time. Like, I always say you can't win a Super Bowl in the offseason, but you can lose the Super Bowl in the offseason. So you got to be able to develop the team. So they got to figure out that situation up hand because you want that relationship in your wide receivers, your running backs, your offensive linemen. Everybody has a unique way to play. Other than that, they have a good chance of going to the playoffs. As you know, the playoffs it's hit or miss once you get in there. You can have a great season and lose, and have a good season and win.
I want to see you go to Kansas City. Let's just get right to it. Go chase that third ring. Like, what are we doing here? They could use some help where you can help them. How would you feel about that? Or give me the teams that are interesting to you. I imagine, I'm going to say Packers, honestly, could use your help as well. Other teams, I'm thinking, a return to Cincy, I would love to see.
Well, I love Kansas City. I have a relationship with the linebackers coach, the coordinator, D-line coach. There's a lot of people there that I know throughout the years. It's just one of those things that, like, hey, they have to go through their offseason, right? You have to see who you brought in, who you drafted, who signed a free agency, what's working on. But I love the idea of going to Kansas City. I love the idea of going to Pittsburgh. I love the idea of going to the Raiders, but they're already stacked. But yeah, hey, give them a call, go home.
If we look at places, interior D-line help, Kansas City. I have a list here. Cowboys need some run stuffers. No,
hey, my daddy's favorite team.
Philly lost some pieces up front. Yeah, Philly could. That might be. We got to go chase the third ring, is what I'm saying. Like, that's what we need to go do.
I'm right there with you. So we need to get that list in line. Like, hey, we kind of forget about the run stoppers in the league because everybody likes to say it's a passing league. I get it. But when you got good running backs out there, you're going to run the ball. And this shows, this last year showed a running back makes a difference in a team. And you have a big offensive line, a strong running back. You ain't going to throw the ball as much time. You ain't going to put that much pressure on your quarterback. It eases it. It makes it a balanced game. So that's when these run stoppers like me come into play.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you got to be able to hold up the double team, split it. Somebody's going to get all the glory. We get it. You get sacks, you get a lot of glory, but it's an unforgiving job where you have to stop the run. And if you look at championship teams, they stop the run.
That's why Bill Belichick freaking loved you.
Correct.
Because he loves a run stuffer. You should see this group. I have this like work group chat that I look at while we're doing this interview. And all my producers are like, Packers, Kansas City has Captain America at quarterback. That's the shield behind him. He needs to go there. And then somebody else chimed in and said, he's from Vegas. That's why he wants the Raiders. Like people, and you know what it is? It's because you know what you're doing. You do the dirty work. You've always done it. You're still in prime shape. And I would say your story, I just have always loved. How could you not, being a 7th round pick, right? Wasn't it 7th round, 6th round, 7th round pick?
7th.
To 13-year NFL vet and multiple times Super Bowl. Isn't that insane? Can you give me like, what is the one trait that you know you had and still have that got you to have that sort of a trajectory?
It was the work ethic. So I tell people this, I like to tell younger guys this. When you get released from a team, they're telling you that somebody's better than you. It might not be reality, but that's what they're trying to say. So what you got to do is prove everybody wrong. Because there's somebody in the building that wants you, somebody in the building that doesn't want you, and there's somebody in the building that's 50-50. So you got to prove the people that's 50-50 wrong and the people that didn't want you wrong. And when you have that work ethic, you could go in there every single day with your hammer and compete. You have to practice like it's your last practice. And if you have that mindset, you can make it very long in this league. I've had friends that have been drafted really high. They only can make 3 to 4 years. It wasn't because of they wasn't talented. It is the work ethic that you're willing to do. Bill had a big thing is you have to swallow your pride and understand what you're sacrificing. You're going to sacrifice for the team. You're going to sacrifice for your position. I'm a player's guy. So I'm not going to sit there and not help the person next to me if they need to succeed. I'm going to help them. I'm going to help the linebacker because if you're good, I'm good. If I'm good, you're good. And it kind of like a domino effect. And that's the same thing when we look at D linemen and safeties and corners. You're like, hey, if I don't rush the passer, he's going to have all the time in the world to throw the ball and you can't coverage all day long. It works hand to hand. And when I had that mindset and I understood what I was, right? I mean, Terrell so set me down and said, hey, you're not a pass rusher, you're a run stopper. Just understand that. Once he sat me down and we talked about that one day and I was like, I understand. He said, be the best run stopper in the league and it will take you far. And it made me, I had a very long career because of that. Because I was like, I understand now. We have to understand what you're good at, be great at it.
Easy on the had a career. I'm trying to get you a gig here, guy. Where are you in the process? Can I just ask you, Lawrence, like, what does it feel like to be in the position you're in right now? Can you give me a little, like, the humanity of it? Such success, coming from no success, proving that 50% of people wrong, getting to the highest high. And now you're sitting here like, I have more to give. And like, what is that? What is that like? What is this part of your life like right now?
It's amazing because it's the part of my life where you get to choose. Not a lot of people get to choose. I think this is the development in the new age athlete. They're choosing to better themselves, right? If you look at contract situations, people want more money. When you look at people going to different teams, they're choosing where their path is going. And if we look at the history in the NFL, we always have been told where we're going to go. You get drafted, you get told you're going to go to this team. You get tenure, you're telling you're staying. At this point in my life, I get to choose to do, and it's amazing because I get to reflect. One of my teammates, David Andrews, just retired, and he was just talking about the journey that he had, the hard work, the pleasure, the brotherhood that we have in the locker room. It's something that you could never repeat or ever get again. But you get to choose your path. He chose his path to like, hey, this is what I'm able to do. And I think as athletes, we always want to have an opportunity to walk away and to continue playing on our own terms, because there's going to be a lot of people that say, well, I wanted to keep playing, but I can't. And I'm able to be like, hey, I could do this if I want to do this, and I can have fun at it. Right. That's why I'm like, hey, I'm training. I'm ready to go, because I want to be able to choose the right team that best fits me and my family. And it's a blessing to actually get the opportunity and to do this for this long.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get it to go this long. They top out like 4 or 5. It's a unique.
I just want you to know, I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is why you've had this career. This right here.
Oh, thank you.
Your
Just be humble.
mentality.
Yeah, you
I don't
just got to
even,
be humble
sure.
about
It's,
it.
I don't know that it's humble. I think it's grateful.
Yes.
It's just seeing the
Because
whole picture, the perspective of I'm lucky to be in this situation. I've had like, that's why you've had this career, and you might have more to give, or, you know, there might be, I mean, I could see you being on TV. I could see you giving takes, and you're fresh off the field. Like you can kind of, I think it's beautiful that you have earned this agency in your life that you get to sort of decide what you're going to do. I want to ask you about, because you are fresh off the freaking Bengals field in that locker room. I got to ask you, you know how I feel about them. I love them. I need them to win the Super Bowl. I need this to happen. I'd like to see you as part of that team. But being on that team, you're talking about guys wanting their money, all of that, these different decisions and points of life people are in. You were in the same locker room as Trey Hendrickson, okay? 2024. Let's start with, and I don't need you to tell me what a great impact he is on the field, what a not what, you know, just what a Destructicon he can be. What was his influence in the locker room?
He was amazing in the locker room. He always wanted to make sure people were better. When you go down to a player like he is, he's studying the film. He has the iPad on the sideline. He's on the way back from away trips. He has the iPad. He's talking. He's trying to build relationships with his teammates, saying, "Hey, if I'm doing this, we got to run a different scheme or run a different play." There's a dynamic there that he has, right? And we also see a young Chris Jenkins there that's going to be a big player in this league, and he's going to help him out throughout the way. So when I look at a player like Trey, he just had his child. He's trying to understand where he's going to be in his next couple of years of raising this kid. Pay the man what he's due.
Oof.
We only get a short time in this game to get a certain amount of money. Yes, he's blessed to have what he has now, but give him what he's earned. He's sweat out there. He's bled out there. He gave everything for the team. As you saw last year, you didn't see him give up to what everything they was going through, everything he's doing in his personal life. He was out there every Sunday, every Thursday, or Friday, games and playing every day. He was playing, and he was out there competing. So that's why when I look at people, I look at the locker room, I look on the field, I look at what you do on the sideline, and he is the person that can help develop your young guys to continue to go. If he's not in your future in 3 years, that's fine. Give him that 3-year deal. Let him raise his family there and have a state of mind and go. And Sam just retire. Who was a big impact on that team as a veteran, a linebacker? This is your other veteran linebacker, outside linebacker, DN.
What's the problem?
He used to tell me it's the organization. As we all know, I'm pro player, so I'm going to side with the player no matter what. I'm never going to side with the organization. I'm going to side with the player. It has to be with the organization. If you're straight up with a player and you say, this is what we're able to do from the get-go, everything's mind is settled. If there's ever any non-clarity, which it looks like there's some non-clarity in the communication with the team and the head coach, then that has to be addressed. Just make it plain and simple. We're not going to do it. We are going to do it. That's it. And if we keep it black and blue, everything will be fine. I feel like there's a little bit of miscommunication that just needs to be shut off, and they should just tell them, hey, yeah, you're not going to be here next year. Then let them get out. Let them go somewhere else.
Let's say we're going to take a short break here on TV. What's the best landing spot? Knowing how you just spoke about him as a man, as a locker room, as a guy who's starting his family, all these things that are important, and a guy who's really done his thing for a while now, still very much in his prime. Let's take a look. Here are the top paid defensive ends in the league. Let's take a look at those. Can we control them? Thank you. Where should he land? Where should he land, if not Cincinnati?
Oh, well, let's just throw it out there. He could go to Pittsburgh.
Okay, sorry. This is. So I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why I showed you this. Where should he? I would like to know where he should land. We don't need this, but go ahead. Just give me landing spots. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna say, look at all that money there.
I know, yeah.
He go to Pittsburgh. If you want to stay on Ohio, he go to Cleveland. But knowing Cleveland's history is a little like I understand. But he go to Pittsburgh. He could go on the other side of Max and the Raiders.
Give me the one place. The one place you'd like to see him go, if not Cincy, yeah.
I got it. Go to the Ravens.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My heart just skipped a beat, and not in the good way. That's not good.
Just because.
What?
That is a team that is going places, and they are still growing. And that contract they just gave, they're just telling you they're willing to win.
Have you lost your mind? They're not trading him. They're not trading him to Baltimore. It's the craziest take I've ever heard in my life, Lawrence.
You said what's the best team for him?
I'm sweating. I'm sweating from you saying that. I'm not even like born in Cincinnati.
If I'm the Bengals,
get out of here. He cannot go to Baltimore.
If I'm trading him and I'm the Bengals,
you're going to send him there to destroy Joe? Get out of here.
100%. Just because I'm asked for a whole bunch of draft picks just because of that. I'm like, look, we're going to give him we're in a division. I need like 2 first rounds and like a 7th or a first round and 2 6. I'm going to do something wild to make up for it. Other than that, if you're just going to send them to a place, send them to Carolina or Jacksonville and be like, hey, now you don't got to deal with none of them. Like, they're in their own world.
I mean, you're trying to go to the Steelers. You personally are trying to go to the Steelers, but you want the Ravens to get. I would tread lightly on that. No, I'm kidding. I understand very much what you're saying. With the Bengals, if you were Shamar, what would you do?
So it's tricky, right? Everybody should get their money, and everybody should deserve the right to have be spoken and do something. But the Bengals organization is a very tricky organization because the owners, the GM, et cetera, they have all their says. Yeah, it's a tricky one.
What would you do for him?
I'll just give everybody their money. I'm like, hey, this is what it is, and let's build something, right? That's technically what I do. I'll give everybody their money. Let's build something. You have to go all in sooner or later.
Well said. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining the show. Good luck, Lawrence Guy, whether it is in the school line, whether it's on an NFL team, a playoff team. Go chase that ring. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye, Lawrence.